Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter. Thank you for tuning into our channel, Goldilocks Global Banking News. Everybody knows that Goldilocks is the number one source for the RVGCR. People from around the world tune in to see what Goldilocks is sharing on the RVGCR. Don't miss your chance and get your latest updates every day. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get your daily podcast from the Goldilocks articles on the RVGCR. Brought to you by Freedom Fighter.
Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter, and welcome to Goldilocks Global Banking News. I am your host. Folks, I'm going to get straight to it and let you know that Vietnam, the IMF, International Monetary Fund, has let it be known that Vietnam is gradually, now officially, moving away from the US dollar for trade. And gradually moving to the Vietnamese dong as their means of trade, the currency for trade moving forward. This is as of December the 21st. What does this mean? Let's jump right into what Goldilocks is sharing today. What this means, folks, is that it is official. Being that Vietnam is moving away from the US dollar to utilize the Vietnamese dong in trade, Vietnam will officially allow market forces to move the value of the Vietnamese dong. This means it is official that the Vietnamese dong will no longer be controlled. The rate will no longer be controlled 100% controlled by the Central Bank of Vietnam, but market forces will begin to move the Vietnamese dong. This is not, again, so let me just make it very, very clear. This does not mean an overnight flip of the switch. For those that have been following Goldilocks, you already know what market forces means. Many of you already have relationships with the actual professionals, the wealth managers, who can guide you on the way in this blessing that you have coming before you. So let's get into what it's showing in writing. The establishment of Vietnam's International Financial Center in one of their major cities called Ho Chi Minh. It will stabilize and liberalize foreign currency exchange within this specific center. Think of it as a hub, and actually they are calling it a hub. A foreign currency exchange hub. It's a building, a new facility in one of their big cities in Vietnam. Think of it as, it comes to mind, this is what comes to mind, so I just got to say it. The World Trade Center. A hub where international investors, countries, come to one single location knowing this particular hub, this center, is home plate for Vietnam to step up to enter into the world. Under the resolution 22-222 and related decrees, this was a regulation that Vietnam passed earlier this year. And to build this center, it includes banks, investment funds, fintech firms. They all can conduct transactions, payments, pricings, quotes, value and valuations in foreign currencies when dealing with members or offshore entities. This marks a departure from Vietnam's standard foreign currency exchange controls, where they controlled the dong's rate, where it restricted domestic use, meaning the use internally within country of foreign currencies. They are now opening up Vietnam to the world with a location to officially say this is the headquarters in our country for the Vietnamese dong to take off around the world. Only foreign-owned members enjoy further flexibility in this center, called an International Finance Center, with exemptions from many administrative procedures that foreign currency exchange would typically have to face. Think of it like this also, that comes to mind. Like a safe zone, a consulate, where you have in each country there's a consulate. This is a financial consulate services where investors from all over the world know this is a safe place. Not that there's danger, but it's just, I'm just using that analogy. A safe place in Vietnam. All this will factor into the Vietnamese dong moving up in value. All the measures taken to facilitate foreign currency exchange by creating a dedicated place and ecosystem where participants operate under international standards. This International Finance Center, the members of it, which are international investors and firms, they all know the common core business is international foreign currency exchange. Overall, this IFC's Forex liberalization aims to position Vietnam as a regional financial hub, mobilizing low-cost international capital for infrastructure and sustainable development without straining public debt. The International Finance Center, which is the IFC in Vietnam now, is officially facilitating de-dollarization, like operations in a contained environment, a contained zone, using hard currencies freely to attract global capital. Which, folks, when they attract global capital, they're attracting foreign investors from around the world. By easing exchange rate controls within this safe zone, free zone, it enhances liquidity, reduces conversion risk for investors, and encourages high-value financial services to draw billions in dollars in foreign investment. Also, when I think of it, is that I think of it as Las Vegas casino, or a casino. Let's just, I don't know if you should use Las Vegas, but a casino in a local city or town where it is legal to gamble in that casino, but you better not have no illegal gambling actions going on in your basement or after hours joint that's at the local club. It's illegal there, but as long as you go and you do your gambling inside that casino where they got the slot tables or the slot machines or whatever it may be, it's legal. It's okay. This International Finance Center now in Vietnam is it's like a legal casino where every country, every investor around the world, when I say investor, I'm talking about institutions, not talking about individuals like us. International investors know this hub, this International Finance Center, it's the legal place for us to move foreign currency from around the world. The establishment of this IFC, International Finance Center, is expected to enhance market access to the Vietnamese dong by attracting substantial capital from around the world. See, it allows the free flow of currencies, like the USD, for transactions within all these members, these investors. Experts anticipate initial inflows of upwards of 5 billion to 20 billion to flow into this financial center. Think of it as a contained zone for moving away from the dollar and these countries moving towards the Vietnamese dong. While long-term integration may strengthen economic fundamentals through technology transfer, Goldilocks is stating, it also will create many jobs and infrastructure funding near term, all in the Vietnamese dong. Overall, Goldilocks is stating, the IFC significantly improves financial market access and foreign investment appeal, laying the groundwork for potential Vietnamese dong strengthening of its rate over the medium to long term. But it's unlikely, Goldilocks is stating, to drive immediate or sharp raising of the rate given the controlled environment of managing the rate, which is what the central bank must do so that the rate of the dong doesn't move up so fast that it destroys their economy. The establishment of this IFC, this International Finance Center, Goldilocks is showing that this is from the IMF, that it's poised to have a positive, though gradual, impact on Vietnam's stock market and the Vietnamese dong's rate. There has been several fundamentals that have largely driven all of this to happen. The anticipation of Vietnam's FTSE Russell market upgrade and other fundamentals such as the regulations they passed. All of this contributes to this now hub where investors from around the world are setting up shop in Vietnam. Goldilocks is showing is that in the short term, the impact may be limited as the IFC launched on December the 21st, just 2 days ago. And full effects of it depend largely on implementing decrees and attracting more foreign investors. Nearly 30 global institutions are reportedly preparing to enter into this IFC. Foreign inflows have not yet reversed significantly, partly due to the IFC's contained zone design. However, synergies with the recent FTSE Russell signal enhancing transparency and investor access could accelerate portfolios of investors. Many investors are banking on this because they know what's coming. They know the flows of cash from all over the world is going to flow into Vietnam, into the center. One major reason why is because of the upgrade of Vietnam's stock market to an emerging market by the FTSE Russell. For those who have been following Goldilocks, they are the only ones who truly know what this means. For foreign currency exchange, the platform's expansion combined with extensions to foreigners would facilitate easier access to more capital in Vietnam. Overall, while direct currency exchange features are not yet explicitly detailed, the super platforms focus on digital finance. In this IFC, digital finance is the core. Goldilocks is stating that bottom line, Vietnam will still be using the US dollar to expand their products and trade through the IFC, but they'll gradually begin to move away from it. This will increase demand for their country's market, meaning Vietnam's market, and the Vietnamese dong, through the conversion process of the IFC. This is a movement away from full control of the dong and controlling its rate to a more liberalized state, meaning to where this is now official, where the Central Bank of Vietnam is officially taking their foot off of the neck of the Vietnamese dong's rate. The next step in the process was for them to eliminate the dollar through a gradual process to where they fully eventually transfer to only using the Vietnamese dong in trade. Remember, Goldilocks is stating, the IFC in Vietnam just began its path towards liberalization on December the 21st. They will gradually move away from the dollar in this process. The dollar will be used in the short term to expand their markets. The IFC will help Vietnam mobilize the gathering of multiple currencies from around the world in trade. The gradual movement from the dollar to full Vietnamese dong has just begun. We will follow the process and wait for tipping points that will allow for their surplus in currency holdings to allow them to appreciate the Vietnamese dong. We await in 2026. As we have been told by the IMF, this is a gradual appreciation for the Vietnamese dong. Be well, beautiful folks. Merry Christmas to you and your family. It's going to be a happy new year. We love you.
Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter. Thank you for tuning into our channel, Goldilocks Global Banking News. Everybody knows that Goldilocks is the #1 source for the RVGCR. People from around the world tune in to see what Goldilocks is sharing on the RVGCR. Don't miss your chance and get your latest updates every day. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get your daily podcast from the Goldilocks articles on the RVGCR. Brought to you by Freedom Fighter.